general election, whoever wins that election, both David Cameron and Gordon Brown want to rule out one of the biggest items of defence expenditure of all, which is the private nuclear missile system. This was a system that was designed at the height of David Cameron on that point, St. Petersburg and Moscow.
You mentioned it earlier. Is that really that important? Let me answer that directly, because I think it's important. I think the most important duty of any government, anyone who wants to be Prime Minister of this country, is to protect and defend our United Kingdom. And are we really happy to say that we give up our independent nuclear deterrent when we don't know what's going to happen with Iran, we can't be certain of the future in China, we don't know exactly what our world will look like? I say we should always have the ultimate protection of our independent nuclear deterrent. That's why we're voting to make sure that happens.
We're going to deal with negotiations over Iran. You've got the problem of North Korea. If countries unilaterally decide to have nuclear weapons and break the Non-Proliferation Treaty, then we need multilateral action with all of us working together. Now, we are nuclear weapon states. We can make a huge difference in the reduction of nuclear weapons overall if we can persuade countries not to have nuclear weapons in the first place, or force them not to have them. If we can then have a reduction in nuclear weapons all round, but I don't favour the next proposal, which would be unilaterally abandon our nuclear deterrent when we know that Iran and North Korea and other countries are trying to get there.
All I'm saying is I don't think we should trick people into thinking that we can either justify or afford £100 billion over 25 years on a nuclear war system, a missile system, which was designed explicitly to flatten St. Petersburg and Moscow at the press of a button. I think the world has moved on, and I think we too need to move with it. We're not in a Cold War anymore, and we shouldn't be spending billions of pounds of people's money, taxpayers' money, on a Cold War missile system when, as Nick said in his original question, we have people on the front line in Afghanistan without the right equipment, without the right protection. It's a question of priorities.
On that context of priorities, a little more clarification there. I'd like to put it to the three of you that we've dealt with that nuclear question, more on priorities as the question of budget.
Well, we need the defence review so we can get everything that's required for the front line.
I just want to go back to what I think Gordon didn't really get.